Hey guys, I'm Master Jansen from Tae Kwon Do. I want to say thank you for joining us today on our Wednesday edition of our live beginner class. Good news is locally, they're limited opening up parks and pools. So hopefully, fingers crossed, that means sooner rather than later, we're finally going to start being able to welcome students back into our school. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Still got a ways to go to get to the other side, but at least now we can see the other side. So stay positive. That's really, really good news. So we'll keep doing this until we are officially allowed to open all the way back up. Of course, we're going to start with a nice regular warm-up, and I'm going to make a small adjustment right here. Here we go. Flags over here. Let's go ahead and do a proper begin. Ready? Check. And cookie. Hi. Salu. Minke. Three. Nice easy warm up. Ready? Carry after me. Make the walls shake. And begin. And up. Good. Set. Net. Yase. Yase. Ilgo. Yadoi. Ao. Yoi. Balance in place. Forward and back. Side to side. Ski steps. Crisscross. And stop. Hands on your waist. Look up. Look down. To your left. To your right. Swing down. Swing down. And rotate. Up. Good. Set. Reverse. La. Good. Set. Arms up. Shoulder rotations forward. Up. Good. Set. Net. Yase. Yase. Ilgo. Yadoi. Aho. Yo. Reverse. Up. Good. Set. Net. Yase. Yase. Ilgo. Yadoi. Aho. Yo. Pull across. And switch. Hands on your waist. Wide feet. Hip rotations. Ra. Dul. Set. Ne. Yase. Yase. Ilgo. Yadoi. Aho. Yo. Reverse. Ra. Dul. Set. Ne. Yase. Yase. Ilgo. Yadoi. Aho. Yo. Feet together. Hands above your knees. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Reverse. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Wide feet, sumo stretch. Have a seat and twist. Remember, push with your right, hold, twist with your left. Switch. Sit down in the middle, elbows on your legs. Straighten your legs, hands on the floor. Go to your left. Go to your right. Bend your left knee. Try to get your hip as far away from your heel as you can. And switch. Left knee down. Straighten your right leg. Go as far as you can. And switch. Middle. Walk it in. Grab your toes. Bend your knees. And stand up. Shake it out. And turn. To be. Horse hunting stance. Go. Ha! Focus punch. Left hand first. Ha! 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 And bottle. Kick stance. Go. Say ha! Inside out. Hip rotation. Ready? We'll do it 10 times. And ha. Tur. Se. Ne. Dase. Yase. Ilgo. Yador. Aho. And your. Switch feet. Ha. Na. Tur. Se. Ne. Dase. Yase. Ilgo. Yador. Aho. And your. Switch feet. Ha. Outside in. Ra. Tur. Se. Ne. Dase. Yase. Ilgo. Yador. Aho. And your. Switch feet. Up. Ra. Tur. Se. Ne. Dase. Yase. Ilgo. Yador. Aho. And your. Roll. Sit. And jump. All right. As we know, this is the beginner class, white belt, yellow belt level. Today, I thought we would spend some time because we haven't really spent that much time going over the roundhouse kick, which we just put a video on YouTube discussing the roundhouse kick. But I wanted to go over it a little bit more in depth on a more personal level so we can talk about proper pivoting and make sure that your overall body mechanics are correct. This is one of the big issues that I've seen with students over time, especially after they get out of the white belt level, is they stop turning. They don't turn as much as they should. And that really limits the individual's progress and their ability to increase their speed, increase their power, and being able to apply this technique in a very positive way in sparring. So I thought we'd go ahead and take some time and really go a little in depth into the roundhouse kick. And we'll go ahead and do a couple more little extra warm-ups, picking our knee up, little flicks, because that's all part of roundhouse kick, snapping motion, picking your knee up. And then we'll just go ahead and get right into it, okay? And key says go, say ha! Remember our little flicks, just here. Make sure that there's a snap. I can hear my pants snap every time I do it. So I want you to make sure you're not just throwing it out there. Make a mini chamber and a good snapping motion at the end so that we're really starting to warm up those muscles for a good snapping motion and just reminding ourselves what that's supposed to feel like. All right, ready? We're going to do 2 sets of 10. Ready? And let's go. And up, do it. Set, net. That's it. Yes, it. Here you go. And do it. Aho, yo. Again. And up, do it. Set, net. That's it. Yes, it. Here you go. You do it. Aho, yo. Good. Kicking our knee up. We've done this before as well. So make sure you do it in a good bounce. Try to pick your knee up at least to patch height. That's optimal so that you can get the most out of this exercise. And when we start working on the roundhouse kick, you already have your muscles warmed up in your mindset to pick your knee up that high. All right, Keith says go, say ha! And we're going to do 10 times. Left knee. So we're going to go, excuse me, it's going to be your right knee first. We're going to do up and down 10 times. Switch, up and down. Then we're going to go sideways and sideways. All right? Ready? And bounce. My count. Ready? And up. Good. Set. Net. That's it. Yes, it. You go. Yador. Aho. Yo. I know that was 20. I'm being sneaky. Ready? Bounce. And begin. And up. Good. Set. Net. That's it. Yes, it. You go. Yador. Aho. Yo. Good. Let's go to the outside. Keeping our hand down, picking our knee up to the outside. Ready? Same rhythm, same type of motion. Just instead of being in front, we're going to the side. Ready? Bounce. My count. And begin. And up. Good. Set. Net. That's it. Yes, it. You go. You know. Aho. Yo. Switch. Ready? Outside. And begin. And up. Good. Set. Net. That's it. Yes, it. You go. You know. Aho. Yo. And shake it out. So you should have a little sweat going by now. Being fully warmed up. So we're going to take the roundhouse kick in stages. I know we've been doing it now for weeks, but like I said, I want to dig down deep and really work on it bit by bit. So we know that a proper roundhouse kick should be loose, should be fast, easy. But like I said, especially after a white belt, we often have an issue with students not turning their body as much. So we're really going to focus on the pivot So what I'd like to do is to start just with that. So no kick. We're going to pick the knee up, really turn our body in chamber, put the foot down in front, as always, step back and reset. So just nice and easy, up, step down, step back. Okay, from this angle, up. This way we can really concentrate on the foot. We're not being distracted by the thought of doing the whole kick. We can really put our thought into what we're doing with our balance foot, our pivot foot. So I want to make sure as you turn, really turn those hips and turn that bottom heel. Okay? So we're going to do that 10 times on both sides, nice and relaxed. So I'm going to start with my left foot back, your right foot, so that I mirror you. And I'm going to finish with my open side to you. Let's make sure that it's still a straight, more straight motion. Don't swing your leg around, forward and pivot, okay? All right. Nice and easy. This is not for speed at all. We are concentrating specifically on the pivot. Ready? My count. And ha, two, ha, se, ha, ne, ha, dase, ha, yase, ha, ilgo, ha, yadoi, ha, aho, ha, and last one, your, ha, switch feet, ha, same thing, my right, your left. Ready? 10 times, my count, and ha, two, ha, se, ha, and I want to make sure you're pivoting more than just a right angle. You should pivot past that. So make sure you're doing a big pivot rather than just a little pivot. Ne, ha, dase, ha, yase, ha, ilgo, ha, yadoi, ha, aho, ha, and your, ha, oh. If you caught yourself not doing a full pivot, and I don't mean going from here all the way 180 degrees so that your heel is pointing at your target, but at least doing about 140 to 150, or so let's say between 130 and 150. Having that much pivot, that's optimal. If you're really reaching and trying to do a high kick, then that full pivot is a better idea. But when we're talking about more of the chest type, which is what we're focused on right now, that 130 to 150 pivot is a much better idea. Okay, that was stage one. Stage two, we're going to start, instead of in a kicking stance, we're going to start more with our feet in like a Junbi stance. From here, we're going to pick our knee up and pivot into proper chamber. Still no kick. All right? So what that's going to look like is you're going to pick your knee up. At the same time, pivot. Down and reset. One more towards you. Knee comes up and pivot at the same time. Pivot. Step down. Step back. One time from this angle. Pivot. Step down. Step back. And one time from this angle. Oops. And pivot. Hopefully that gives you a pretty good idea. I hope you see how much my waist is really turning, because that's what's really important. All right, so we're going to start with my left, your right foot. We're going to do that 10 times on each leg and see how you do. Remember body timing. Body timing is really important. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves. Everything should happen at the right time in the right order. So when I'm discussing body timing, remember that's what I'm talking about. It's like dominoes. Every domino should fall at the right time in its proper order, because if you don't, you break the pattern and it doesn't end up coming out the way that it should. All right, ready? More like a Jumbi stance. Hands come up and ha, good, ha, se, ha, ne, ha, dase, ha, yase, ha, ilgo, ha, yadoi, ha, aho, ha, and yoi, ha. Also notice that I'm not in a rush to get down. We're still learning balance, and we're still trying to practice balance. So when we get to that chamber position, try to hold it for just a quick beat, and then slowly put your foot down. That way you're really getting more confident on the balance. That brain-body connection is really solidifying the muscle memory that you should be learning. All right, my right, your left, same thing, 10 times. Ready? I apologize for fixing my pants, excuse me. I think it came untied. Hopefully I did a better job that time. Ready? My right, your left, knee up, pivot, balance. And up. Ha! Good. Ha! Se. Ha! Ne. Ha! Dase. Ha! Yase. Ha! Ilgo. Ha! Yadoi. Ha! Aho. Ha! And your. Ha! Oh. Hopefully you're able to keep your balance better. Since I mentioned it, trying to bring more attention to it. Now remember, one side is always going to be a little easier than the other. We naturally have sides that we balance better with and move better with. But I'm always trying to bring attention to different things so that we can concentrate on that and try to make it equal, or as close to equal as we can on both sides. All right, stage three. Stage three, we're going to do the whole kick. Full kick. This time, all we're doing is adding this snapping motion. That's it. So, stay relaxed. Don't change a thing. Keep turning your body. The only thing we're doing this different is letting the kick go. This should feel more comfortable. Your balance should be good, and hopefully this will help increase your confidence. So we're not going to do a bounce just yet. We'll follow this round up with a more sparring style. So don't get antsy. Let's go step by step. Ready? 10 times. My left, your right. And ha, ha, 둘, ha, 셋, ha, 넷, ha, 다섯, 하, 여섯, 하, 일곱, 하. Remember, pivot, then snap. You should be almost to the end of your pivot right before you snap. 여덟, 하, 아홉, 하, and 열, 하. Switch feet, ha. Same thing. Ready? And 하나, 하, 둘, 하, 셋, 하, 넷, 하, 다섯, 하, 여섯, 하, 일곱, 하, 여덟, 하, 아홉, 하, and 열, 하. Oh, are you feeling yourself turn more? Trying to turn the hips a little faster. That would give you a little bit more power on the kick, which at these levels aren't exactly what we're focused on. But if we can get the balance and the proper body timing, then the power and the speed will naturally come without really trying very hard at all. Because remember, it's not about the muscle, it's about the full body motion. All right. Last round. Sparring style. Bouncing. Don't change a thing. We have good body timing now. So the only thing that's changing is we're doing it in a bouncing sparring motion. It should be easier to start the kick because we're already moving. So it should feel easier, but some people have a tendency to make it more in their mind than it really is and add motion. Don't add anything. Just do exactly what we've been doing. And let's see if we can't get you to do the best sparring style roundhouse kicks that either you've done in a while or you've done yet. Ready? Bounce. 10 times. My count. And 하나, 하, 둘, 하, 셋, 하, 넷, 하, 다섯, 하, 여섯, 하, 일곱, 하, 여덟, 하, 아홉, 하. Last one. And 열, 하. Switch feet, 하. Hopefully everyone's keeping up. I'm not trying to go too fast. Remember, stay relaxed. If you're having troubles keeping up, if you're still having a little trouble transitioning from the more stationary and balance-focused white belt level to the sparring style, don't worry about it. Keep trying. Don't get frustrated. Just get better. All we can do is keep trying to chip away at everything that's not supposed to be there, so that at the end, we end up with the right finished product that we're looking for. Ready? My right, your left. 10 times, my count. And, 하나, 하! 둘, 하! 셋, 하! 넷, 하! 다섯, 하! 여섯, 하! 일곱, 하! 여덟, 하! 여덟, 하! 아홉, 하! Last one. And 열, 하! 바로. Hopefully, doing the chambering exercise, the pivoting exercise, really helped you bring out a much more relaxed, more whip-like roundhouse kick. Because remember, we want to be nice and loose, nice and relaxed. Now, a lot of my students, give me just a second. Whew. A lot of my students have heard me discuss the bow and the belt. I don't have an extra belt out here, so I'm going to borrow mine. And since we were discussing more like a whip-like motion, let's go ahead and get into it. This is today's Tae Kwon Do, loose, relaxed. This is yesterday's Tae Kwon Do, also today's karate, and a little bit like, more like Muay Thai, and more traditional styles that haven't continued to evolve as much as modern day Kukiwan Taekwondo. So what does this mean? Well, in old style Taekwondo, in Shotokan karate, Takajitsu, all these different styles that I've done as I grew up, it was very power oriented and it was very stiff. All of our motions were it was very, very stiff, very hard all the time. Our roundhouse kicks, instead of being straight, were more just really big turns, more like that, which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm not saying that one's wrong or one's right. That's a very powerful kick. They're very big motions. In order to get a very powerful motion, they're taking a very long trip to gather speed to deliver a lot of force at the end. The way I like to discuss this is, now, if you saw this coming, would you stand still for it? No. No, you wouldn't. If you saw someone winding up, you would more than likely duck or get out of the way so this powerful motion cannot damage you. So power is good, as Gus D'Amato, I love references this story. Gus D'Amato was the original coach of Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson was very, very powerful, even at a young age. But he told him, power hurts, but speed kills. You can get lucky and hurt someone with a single powerful motion. More than likely, that's not going to happen. So what we've done, and I'm not certainly not taking credit, but I'm saying the collective we, as in Kukiwan style Taekwondo, we've changed over time. And I've referenced this before, that instead of doing big sweeping motions, huge motions, we're doing more linear, faster motions. Is there a power sacrifice? Slightly, yes. But power doesn't matter if your target sees it coming and they're not there when your strike gets there. So what we've tried to do, again, collectively, is over time in South Korea, they have Taekwondo colleges, which is really cool because you have ballet colleges in England, in Russia, you have acting schools, you have technical schools. But in the United States, you really don't have any martial arts colleges. They do in South Korea. And they've been studying kinesiology, the study of movement and anatomy. So they're always trying to find the better, faster, easier on the body way to get more out of our techniques. So what we've done is instead of doing these sweeping motions, now we're relaxed. We're not stiff all the time, because if we're stiff, the first thing we have to do before we can do anything is relax. Instead, we're relaxed and we're walking with. So it's harder to see it coming. Boy, does it sting when you get there, but we're relaxed immediately after, so we can go ahead and do a combination right then and there as quickly as possible. So we can do multiple strikes in the time it takes to do one big sweeping motion. So remember, I'm not trying to disparage other martial arts, but what I'm discussing is just a change in philosophy. Instead of practicing the way that they did 200 years ago, we know a significant amount more about the human body, its capabilities, than we certainly did 200 years ago. Technically, the tricking and the kicks that people are doing nowadays, when I was 8, 10, 15, 25, they didn't think the kicks that we're able to do today were even humanly possible. That's how much more we know about the human body and what it's capable of doing. So when we talk about our kicks, and you hear me discuss being more whip-like, if you hear me say be the belt, don't be the bow, this is what I'm discussing. Be relaxed at all times. Power hurts, but speed kills. We work with speed and power. The most we can get out of are more linear attacks, because we can kill with 1,000 cuts rather than always swinging for that one mythical single punch knockout. Okay, we won't ever go over that again. This is here on video, so if you ever want to hear about the belt and the bow, how I use that to try to discuss how we should be relaxed at all times, except that point of impact, because that's when the belt is stiff just for that fraction of a second at impact. You can come back and look at this at any time, but for those of you that haven't joined us or in person and haven't heard me discuss this concept, I really think it's a good visual and really gives you something to chew on mentally when we start doing these kicks. And I hate making references that everyone doesn't pick up on. I want you to be able to understand what I'm talking about as I'm saying it, rather than just being confused on what I'm referring to. All right, so that was our deep dive into the roundhouse kick. Thank you again for joining us on YouTube and Facebook and Zoom. These classes are archived on YouTube and Facebook. We also have other coaching curriculum videos on YouTube that we're constantly working on and adding to. So make sure if you go to our YouTube channel that you subscribe to us so you can stay up to date on our content and you'll know exactly as we put it on. Thank you again for taking the time to join us today. My name is Master Jansen. Let's go ahead and finish the class. Ready? And sit. Cookie, die, pinyin. Sabun, nimke, kunyin. And kamsanda. Remember, don't get frustrated, just get better. We'll see you next time. Bye.